Okay, so this is going to be the first kind of like new way I'm doing the training logs. It's going to kind of cover everything I do every day. Um, but first, you got to clean up. The beauty of having a garage gym is you don't have to pick up when you're done, but you do when you come back. So that kind of sucks. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up first, get this thing started, and then we'll see where it goes. Okay, so they're all cleaned up. Today we're going to be doing squat, high bar squat, and bench press, some rows, and hopefully, if I have time, uh, some prowler work. Do like 3 or 4 runs with the prowler in the garage. Nothing too crazy. Just trying to get some more work in. I haven't done the prowler in a while, but hopefully it doesn't kill me. It's been raining, so it's not like super hot outside, which is nice, which makes me kind of want to get out there and utilize this non 95-degree day. But we'll see. I am still tired from No Fame. A lot of traveling. Um, I just got back from the No Fame home games, my first pro competition. Did pretty well. I might have had like a PR in Braemar, so that's pretty sweet. I'm not entirely sure. I have to look that up. But everything else, all the other numbers I got were pretty good. They're all kind of right in the ballpark of what I wanted for the day. But because of that, I worked really hard, and now I'm exhausted still. But I'll sleep when I'm dead. There's no time for that now because we have time to squat. All right, so now it's warm up time. Like for like squats, I've been pretty bad about doing like good warm ups. Even on like my bench days, I feel like I'm not. Um, I mean, they're the same day now. These be split into 2 different days. I just feel like I'm not warming up right, but we're gonna keep doing how I've been doing it. I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, I'm too out of breath, too out of shape. Well, now I turned the fan on, so I hope you can still hear me well. We'll find out later. Uh, Part of the warm up, easing into the weight, especially on since it's like a strength block. I'm doing like sets of 3 this week. I don't really like to just jump right into my working sets. I mean, I don't really recommend it for anyone. At least when you're put away on the bar, at least start with 45s and kind of give it a little dry run, see how you're moving, how you're feeling. So bust out 3 of these real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult. I feel decent enough. Now we can get into the working sets. Now it's the first working set. Like I'm only do like 3 main working sets, and this is 295 um, sets of 3. Uh, shouldn't be too bad. Okay, and now it's time for a little break. I don't take super long breaks in between sets. Um, like a lot of strength athletes will they'll go sit down for 5-10 minutes, especially powerlifters. Those chubby bunnies will just lounge around for 30 minutes in between sets. But I give like 2 minutes, 2.5. Usually I have like something on the TV that I watch, kind of chill out in between, watch some of my stories. But I'm all out of good series to watch. So if you guys know of anything, that has like 5 seasons or more and like a reasonable amount of episodes each season, let me know, because I like to watch stuff when I lift. Some people like music, some people like quiet, and those people are insane. So, but let me know what you think. Find me a show to watch. Okay, so middle set, 335. Time to belt up, put some wrist straps on. I generally will use equipment like, I don't know, 65 to 75% of my max. I'll start adding equipment. That first set I did was technically like 70% of my training max. But I said to go beltless on it, get a feel. I definitely want it now. But we'll see. I am actually way more tired than I thought I was. I thought I was going to be all right. So we'll see how this top set goes after this one. I'm going to get out of breath and I'll be able to talk here in a minute. All right, that's a 3. Again. That felt good. That felt good. I don't know what I'm worried about. Okay, top set on the squats. It's going to be, I don't know, what is it? 375? Yeah. Actually, I've never had, on this week during a strength block, I've never had 375. I've gone, 365 and 385 before on different weeks. I think last time I had 385 on the bar, I did it for 5 reps. I need 3. So kind of the goal is, if I get 5, that's good to go. Anything less, I'm not gonna be thrilled about. But coming off of like a big travel week and really aggressive games, I'll be okay with whatever I get, like deep down. But we want 5. Okay, gotta lock in for 5. I did it. I did 5. Holy shit. Holy poop. Sorry for cussing. Good. Now I can stop doing squats for today. Up next is bench press, which is going to be good. Maybe. I used to do, so you guys probably already know this, I used to do like squat and bench on the same day, but I'll split it up in like 2 different sessions. So, but now for time constraints, trying to get more throwing in during the week, we're making that into like 1 session, which usually, my first exercise, squat, goes pretty well. Then bench suffers a little bit because I'm not used to having like going like heavy load to heavy load on 2 different lifts. Usually I get a break and a nap in between. This bench. Now it's bench time, but gotta warm up first. Not really, pretty warm, very warm right now. But the shoulder, and actually both my shoulders, but this one especially, but kind of nagging me. So I'm gonna try to get through some light pressing before I get into the heavy stuff. Hopefully it all goes well. I don't want to baby it too much, but also like I don't want to go nuts and just have a rookie mistake. So we're gonna ease into it and pull these down. Too hot for that. Oh cow. All right. Generally, I'm gonna go close for 10. Go really wide for 10. And then go about how I like it. Ugh. I can deal with that. Ugh. Pressing sucks, guys. Especially in the garage gym. I don't have a spotter all the time. So I get a little scared. I want to drop it on myself. I haven't done it yet, but the fear is real. All right. Since we're doing sets of 3, I'll throw on 135 first. Do 3 of those. And then if I feel like I need a little bit more before I get in my working sets, I will do that. But I don't know, I'm not thinking. I think it's gonna be my last warm up. Then I'll get into it. We'll see how it feels. We're just doing 3, not a lot. Oops, forgot my pad, my shoulder saver pad. If you guys are having like any kind of like shoulder issues, or like you want to do like pad bench, if you guys are familiar with pad bench, like usually you have like a big like dense pad you'll have someone holding on to, or like you put it like in your shirt or zip it up in a hoodie or something like that, and gives you a really sick rebound off your bench. You can be really, really explosive. I don't have one of those pads, but I do have a shoulder saver pad, you know, because I've been sitting there debating for a while, like, oh, do I get like a Swiss bar or a football bar, you know, one like that has a more neutral grip, kind of save these shoulders. You know, buddy was telling me, he's like, before you go like spend a bunch of money on a new bar, it's like buy that $34 pad and see if that helps. And brother, let me tell you, it helps. Helps a whole ton. Like, is it like an honest to goodness representation of my pressing power? I think it does help a lot. Like I can go heavier than I would without it, but it definitely just saves the shoulder. Like I haven't had any shoulder issues until just recently, and I think that's just because I've been throwing a lot of heavyweight, and I'm not a big guy, so heavyweight sucks. So I think that's what's tweaking my shoulder right now. I don't think it's bench, but we don't want to make it worse by benching. But we're gonna try our best. That's all we can do. All right, enough rambling. Enough rambling. 135 with the pad. You know, being in the middle of like a strength block, I'm feeling pretty poppy. So, first working set, 265 for 3. The warm-ups were decent. Didn't need to do any more. Could have done more. Didn't need to. Okay. Oh. All right, not bad. Not bad. Oh God, it's raining again. Well, I might not push the prowler then. It was raining, it stopped, and I was doing it again. You know, I'm dedicated. I don't like getting wet unless I'm in a pool. Even then, I don't really like pools that much. So, Now we got 300. Set number 2, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I've been drinking. So if you care to know, that gosh, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it LMNT or is it Element? You guys shoot down in the comments. Tell me how to say it. Is it Element or LMNT? But it's that sodium, that salt like water mix in stuff. It's got flavors. I keep getting it every time I go to games. Like there's always some available, and I grab some. And dude, these things are a lifesaver. If you're not big on the sodium, I think you should get on it. I think it's really good. For some reason, man, I used to not like care about it or think about it too much, but because I used to salt like all the food gets salt. But like having it as like a drink, like a little mix in, I think is a game changer. And their formulation is better. Like the flavor is better now. It used to be just like, I don't know, man, the LaCroix of sport drinks. Like there's like an essence of flavor and then salt. But they sweetened it up a little bit in the last like year or two. It seems like it's way more palatable, and I'm starting to drink them just because I like the taste. It's better than just plain water at this point. So I don't know. That's like my intra workout drink. I don't, I don't know what people do for like, what other people do for like workout beverages, but it seems like salt water is what I'm after these days. Maybe it's what I'm craving, my body needs. I don't know. Enough jibber jabber. Set number 2. Okay, so now top set 335, which honestly feels like a big jump. But you know what they say, trust the programming that I just wrote down 45 minutes ago. Gotta put faith in that. Uh, I don't just, I'm sure everyone already knows this, but like if you're benching by yourself and like you're going pretty heavy, I don't recommend putting like clips on the barbell because if you get stuck on your chest or whatever, you can dump it off. There's a bunch of weight on there and you can't dump it off. Then you got to roll it down your chest, and no one wants that. That sounds like a really bad time. Ideally, you want a spotter. My spotter is inside taking a nap, and I don't want to go wake her up. I'll let her nap. But it's pretty good weight. I've talked about this before in some other videos about like I've never been a big bench presser. Generally I've been a pretty small guy. Uh, but like when I first like was programming off of like a 315 like max, I was like really blown away. And like now to be like benching like in the middle of my training block like over 315 for reps, it just kind of snuck up on me, and I was really like kind of blown away. Like, oh man, like is this what strength is? I don't know. It feels pretty new. It's all still very exciting. So we're going for 3. If we get more, great. I don't see myself getting more than 3, especially not with that attitude. I'm aware of that, but let's go. Yep, see, not with that attitude. Oh, that was poopy. But I will live, I think. That's okay. Can't win them all. Okay, so now we're going to do bent over rows with whatever weight I had on the bar for bench press. I'm going to start doing that from now on, at least for a while. Because I've been kind of slacking on my bent over rows. I haven't been programming it super heavy. And I think I should be. I've been really cutting myself short. And that's kind of like the curse, you know, of doing your own programming. You'll take it easier, like where you want to. But I remember hearing back in the day, like Ed Coan was doing an interview. Ed Coan, like the famous powerlifter, kind of the GOAT powerlifter, talking about how like whatever they were benching, like they would row. Like it's kind of like a 1-to-1 ratio, and I like that idea. So just for fun, and this is kind of how the garage gym works. You got to find fun where you can, and sometimes that fun is just doing like a silly training thing where we're making it a point to bench what we row and row what we bench. But I'm using straps for these rows because they're heavy, and my grip is, I was gonna say my grip is slipping. It's not as good as it once was. I don't know what that. Maybe it's just like that's just like cumulative fatigue or whatever. I should get like one of those grippers that tell you how much you can squeeze. Again, garage gym fun stuff. It's very boring in here. You got to find the joy when you can. But we're doing this for 3 sets of 3, God willing. Okay, that's not bad. I don't know how those looked on camera. They felt pretty decent, not too like cheatery. But okay, so I just checked the last footage, that last set, kind of just to see if if I'm in frame and you can hear me and stuff like that. And I noticed that I'm talking, you just only see my belly and my waist. My head's out of frame. So I'm trying to get back a little bit so you actually see my face. So the entire video isn't you just staring at my crotch, unless that's what you want. Even if that's what you want, I'm not going to do it. But I'm trying to be in frame now. I'll try to be in frame better. This is like a test run, right? Seeing how I like doing this kind of format. Seeing if you guys are entertained by it, get any good information out of it. On to set 2, bent over rows. Set one went pretty good. I was surprised. I guess I'm surprised by everything today because I'm just kind of run down, but kind of not. Maybe it's mentally I'm not there. Okay. Do little straps on. Here's that strap in and strap on. Oh, that one was harder. All right, last one. Let's make it the best one. Last one, best one. Okay, that's it. Yeah, so that's it for the video. Let me know if you guys like this format, or if you want me to go back to doing just like individual weekly ones. I'm gonna try for the rest of the week, kind of put out, I guess, 3 of these and doing 3 training days a week, and I'll do like a combined session for the throwing videos, so that'd be its own separate video. But I don't know, this might be a good thing. You get to hear a little bit more of my rambling, my thoughts, get some updates on what I'm doing if you care at all. But if you guys like these videos, let me know. Let me know in the comments again. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the stuff that everyone says to do, because it really does help these videos grow. And kind of my goal these days is to throw far and do really well in the games, but also like to promote the games, to promote my friends, like get more eyes on the Highland Games than ever before. And so I can continue putting up videos and more eyes on it. Like that will help me accomplish my goals. So again, if you guys like these, do the thing. Throw far. God bless.